Hello friends and welcome back to No One Has to Enter. We're about sorry, no one has to die. So we're about to hit the last timeline, and well, as it looks in this one, no one dies. I think, because there's just one line. So let's see what happens. Urgent. The Phoenix Corporation headquarters security has been compromised. All personnel evacuate immediately. Tempest engaged. Security room locked. Emergency services contacted. ETA 3 hours 17 minutes. Visitor are logged on. Lionel, what the hell is going on here? I went into the Tempest room like you told me to, and now I'm back here in the control room. Wait. Christina's logged on. What? How did I end up here? Steve is logged on. Chris, you're alive. I knew you were alive. Steve, I thought you were dead. Me? Troy has logged on. You guys, you remember. You finally remember. Troy, this is all just part of some trick of yours, isn't it? No, I have no idea what's going on. You think I'm going to believe you after you lit this fire? I didn't light the fire. You don't just get to change the story now. Steve, he's telling the truth. What do you mean? These voices, I'm not going to be able to keep all 4 of them. So, Lionel's logged on to the Phoenix Corporation Communications Network. Hey, I said it without trouble this time. Amazing! I knew this would happen sometime, somewhere, but I never thought I'd be the one to witness it. You know what's going on here? Yes, but for now, there are more pressing matters. Does anyone here have one of the security codes? I already told you mine last time. RFTS. But did anyone find any new ones? Oh, I found a blue file which said IRHH in it. I found one which said SOEE. Perfect. Visitor, I must confess that just before I cut out last time we spoke, I found a file containing the code EMAS. Now, quickly, enter all the codes. Alright. Security code confirmed. Security system online. Beginning scan. Floor B3. 4 codes received. Full access granted. Full access? You can now lock 4 fire doors at a time instead of just 1. Lionel, tell us what is going on here already. Why is everyone alive again? There's no way I would have time for that now. Calculation complete. Fire on floor B3. No casualties expected. No casualties expected? No one has to die! It's the name of the game! Yay! Yes, now we have the security codes. We're all safe. Let's get out of here then. And the chat system is locked. Alright, so first of all, lock there. Up with him, start there, off, there, and done. Everyone's saved! Yay! The fire's been contained. Fantastic! We're all still alive! Great, but you still owe us an explanation. How is everyone alive again? How did I end up back here when I was back where I was when the fire started? Why aren't this room fire damaged anymore? Beginning scan. Floor B2. Sorry. Visitor, do you remember what I told you before? Yeah, you invented a time machine. Impossible! Well, it was a bit different to a time machine, I guess. It carries your thought and memories through time instead of your body. Correct so far. It works going forward, but going backwards. Calculations complete. Going backwards, you killed someone. They never returned to their body. Fire on floor B2. No casualties expected. That's the story as I told it. That person you murdered was my mother, asshole! What? Your mother died of a brain tumor. You told me so. That was a lie. Lionel killed my mother to test some impossible time travel bullshit. So I lit the fire. I lit it to kill Lionel and wreck this corporation before they ruined any more lives. Chris, I don't believe it. I had suspected as much. Christina, your mother is not dead. What do you mean by that? Oh, sorry, my nose is itchy for some reason. I've seen her body. You took her brain. Urgent. The chat system is turned off. Alright, so. Yeah, we just lock there, lock there, lock there, and lock there. And we don't have to turn on any water or anything. We're just... Woo. I'm still not certain why the fire isn't going through the doors, but... Hey. As long as it works. The fire has been contained. Lionel, answers! Your mother is not dead. This is going to be hard to explain. When we sent your mother back in time, she never returned to her body. However, there was not a single fault in our logic. The machine was designed perfectly. The machine is what's in the Tempest room, right? Correct. Anyway, we conducted many experiments and eventually came to one fascinating conclusion. When our subjects had traveled forward through time, the future was not set, and so time would bend to accommodate a time traveler. That is, the consciousness traveling through time would remain in its own timeline. But, when traveling backwards, things were not so simple. Beginning scan, floor B1. The consciousness would become lost in the mess that is time-space. It would find a host, one which owned the consciousness, and one which existed at the time it had been sent back. But it would not always find its host in its own universe. You lost me. Our research would suggest that there are a nearly infinite amount of universes, each nearly identical, with only minute differences between them. So, when Christina's mother traveled backward through time, she was not alone. Trillions of her, maybe even more, traveled too. They would randomly land into a different timeline. Some would land in the same timeline, and one consciousness would override the other. In some timelines, no one would even ever know that Christina's mother had even left, or that the consciousness that returned to her body wasn't from their universe. A rare few consciousnesses would land back where they began in their own universe. But many timelines were left like here, in this universe, where Christina's mother's consciousness left this world, but no other consciousness returned to fill her body. Because of this, the body remained empty and Christina's mother was effectively dead. But their consciousness lives on in another time, another universe. I'm not buying a word of this. Calculations complete. Fire on floor B1, no casualties. But it explains everything. This is why everything kept happening over and over again. This is why we're all here. Yes, it took me a long while to figure it out, but we've all been brought here by the Tempest machine. Visitor, you remember a time in which you let everyone die apart from myself, correct? Yeah, then you gave me access to the Tempest room. Well, each of these people remembers a different reality, one where they were the only survivor of the fire. That's right. I had to wait and do nothing while Chris died. I had to wait and do nothing as all of you died, time and time again. Poor Troy. At the end of each of these realities, the survivors entered the Tempest machine, which had its clock set to the beginning of its disaster as a security measure. When each of us entered the machine, we were randomly shot into another universe. Some of us would have ended up back where we started, and no one else would remember what had just taken place. But there would be a few universes like this, where by chance all of us came from 5 different universes, into one. And that is how we are all here together now, with memories of different futures. Whoa. But the chances of that happening would be practically 0. Actually, with as many universes as there are, it was incredibly likely. There are probably hundreds of universes in which the same thing has happened as is happening here. Nothing about it seems extremely likely, but it is the truth. Oh, sorry. The chat system has been locked. Okay, we're turning that off, and moving him there to lock that. And it's no use locking either of them, it's just doing that. 1. And everyone is safe. And done. Good. Alright, everyone is still alive. The fire's been contained. Hey guys, all of your path meets up here, right? They do? I suppose they must. Beginning scan, ground floor. Soon, we'll be able to talk in person. No fire detected. I can't wait to see you again, Chris. So glad you're safe. I can't either, Steve. I can't believe you're alive. We're both alive. Well, hurry up then. I'm already there. Okay, coming through now. I can see you. I'm in. Me too. Hey, has anyone unlocked the door for me so that I can come down too? Hello? Anyone? Completely forgot about the poor visitor. Guys, stop talking in person for a second and look at your messages, damn it. Typical. Now what do I do? Visitor? Christina, can you ask Lionel to open the door for me? No, sorry. I don't think I'll have the chance to. Is something wrong? Where are you? I stepped out for a moment. I'm at the Tempest entrance. I haven't been entirely upfront with all of you. What do you mean? I've been here before. Weren't you listening to Lionel? We've all been here before. No, I've been here before. To a time just like this one, where we all managed to survive. Except, things went a little differently that time. For instance, I asked Lionel where the controls for the Tempest machine were, and he told me they were on floor B2, in my section of the building. Later explained that the machine can't send consciousnesses back before the first time it was turned on, which was when my mother was sent back through time. So I thought I'd give things another try, and I hopped back in the Tempest machine. Don't tell me. This time, while we were on floor B2, I set the time machine back as far as it could go, to the moment I lost my mother. I'm going back 3 years to find my mother. This is crazy. What if you just end up in another universe where she disappeared? Then I'll break into here. I'll travel again. What about the people who care about you in this universe? What about Steve? You should know better than anyone what it feels like. You've had to choose one person's happiness over another's time and time again. In the timeline you came from, you even choose to kill me. I wish I could have Steve and my mother both at once, but I don't have that choice. I spent too long wishing she was with me to turn back now. Besides, in this world I'm a murderer, an arsonist. There's no place for me here. Christina. You're not going to stop me, are you? No, I'm not. Tell Steve I'm sorry and that I love him. Tell him that I hope we meet again somewhere, sometime. But for now, goodbye. Goodbye. Good luck. Thanks. I think I'll need it. Christina has disconnected. Reason: signal lost. Visitor has disconnected. The end. So, that is it. I'm not sure how to wrap this this one up actually, because it's an amazing game, and I can recommend people playing it, even though I've played through it. Because it's still very intriguing, and the music in the actual game is extremely beautiful. I wish I could have it in my videos, but I said sadly there's a copyright issue with it, so I couldn't. But all in all, this has been a very interesting game to play, and it was worth playing it through again to be able to put it on my channel. And I hope you'll join me for the next adventure as well. Thanks. Bye.